Okay, good morning. This is the sheet you did yesterday in the Pig in a Wig, the workbook, the one that looks like this. So I hope you had somebody check it, and now we're going to do the next page. We talked about these words: she, take, what, and up. Remember, these are our frequency words. Let's say them again. She, take, what, and up. Good. And this is the next sheet I want you to do, and this is using your sight words. So when we finish, don't do it right now, but when we finish going over the slideshow, I want you to go back and do this page. You're going to read the words in the box and pick a word to finish the sentence. And the word choices are up, take, she, and what. All right, very good. Now I'm going to read you a story, and I want you to listen, and we're going to talk about it. The name of the story is called Paws and Jake. Who do you think, what do you think the animals in the story are? Just looking at that picture, I would guess maybe dogs. All right, listen while I read. Paws and Jake. Paws, Jake, where are you? Marta called from the back door. She didn't see her puppies anywhere in the backyard. Suddenly, two furry pups ran out of her mother's garden. They were covered in dirt. Oh no, said Marta. You two are a mess. You know you shouldn't be in Mom's tomato plants, she scolded. Paws and Jake just looked up at her and wagged their tails. Marta brought her puppies inside and turned on the bathwater. She made sure the water wasn't too hot. In went Paws, in went Jake. Marta washed both of them while they splashed and played. Once Marta dried the pups, she saw how tangled their hair was. My goodness, said Marta. This won't do at all. She found the dog's brushes and used it as a tool to get all the tangles out. I could have a career as a groomer, giggled Marta. After Marta finished brushing them, Paws and Jake looked like their old selves again. Paws jumped up and down, and Jake began running in circles. You both certainly have a lot of energy, said Marta. Would you like to go for a walk? Paws and Jake bounced up and down as if to say, yes, yes. Marta put their leashes on them and took them out for a long walk around the block. As she walked, Marta thought about starting her own dog-sitting service. She could take care of other people's dogs for a small fee. That would get her extra money to buy treats and toys for Paws and Jake. Marta liked her idea so much that she wanted to run home and tell her mother. Paws, Jake, I'll race you home, she shouted playfully. So when I read this story, I paid attention to the events that happened. I noticed in the story that Paws and Jake got dirty because they played in the garden. That's the problem for Marta. I also paid attention to what Marta does to solve her problem. Does Marta get mad or angry? No, she works on a solution. I see that she gave them a bath to get them clean. Then she brushed them to get the tangles out of their fur. That is a solution to Marta's problem. So what was Marta's problem? Yes, their problem was that Paws and Jake got dirty in the garden. And what did she do to solve her problem? She gave them a bath and groomed them to get the tangles out. So when we talk about something like this, we're talking about the plot. The plot of a story is what happens in the beginning, middle, and end of the story. And it often includes a problem and a solution. And our story, was there a problem and a solution? Yes. So what Marta does is she solves her problem. And the plot is what happens in the story and why. Now let's look at this picture. This picture shows an example of a problem and a solution. What's happening in this picture? Let's look at this picture. What's happening? In the beginning, they're doing what? They're thinking about a picnic. In the middle, they set up for the picnic. And at the end, they put up an umbrella to block the sun, and they have their picnic. So that's the beginning, the middle, and the end. All right, we're going to practice writing our spelling words. And our spelling words, guys, are found in your book, in your hardback book, and I'm going to show you the list right now, and you're going to practice writing them. And these, guys, aren't really spelling words we're going to have a test on, because remember how we do that. These are your words that you're going to practice so you're ready for the test. So I want you to practice writing max, fix, sax, mix, and 6. And it's in your hardback book on page 44. Just practice writing those. And I want you to pay attention to the ks sound at the end and what letter makes the ks sound. Good job. All right, let's go back to this. And we're going to do some daily fixes. This is just a little extra practice for you. Look at this word. It says fix the wig. Something is wrong with this sentence. There's 2 things wrong with this sentence. What's wrong with this sentence? Spelling is wrong with this sentence. Fix the wig. Because X says X, and wig only has 1 G. This sentence says, the pig did id. First, I know something's wrong at the beginning of that sentence. What's wrong at the beginning of that sentence? It needs a what? An uppercase letter. And then did id? I don't think that makes sense. The pig did it. Much better. All right. Let's talk about sentences. We do this in our Hagerty review. We talk about sentences. The order of words are important in a sentence. If I said bark to the dog likes, it doesn't make sense because it's not an order. The dog likes to bark. That's an order and makes sense. And let's count the words in that sentence. The dog likes to bark. Good job. This is the next workbook page you're going to do. And I'm just going to go over the directions. And again, when we finish this video, you're going to do the 2 workbook pages. A sentence has a subject. It names a person, place, animal, or thing. And the subject tells who or whom or what the sentence is about. Max